Donald Trump looked way more fired up than usual, delighting his supporters at a campaign rally with a story from his time in office. Recalling a conversation he says he had with an unnamed world leader about whether the U.S. would defend a fellow NATO ally facing Russian aggression.
The presidents of a big country stood up and said, well, sir, if we don't pay and we're attacked by Russia, will you protect us? I said, you didn't pay? You're delinquent?
We'll pause the story here. Trump is mischaracterizing how NATO funding works, but goes on to make the argument a NATO member is only worth defending if it meets its defense spending targets.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
Trump has never liked NATO and is contradicting its principle that an attack on one is an attack on all. By his standards, Canada would not qualify for defense since it's among the roughly two-thirds of NATO members falling short of spending 2% of its GDP on defense, the baseline target.
We do want NATO allies to pull their weight, but there are ways you can do that without sitting there and telling Russia, have your way with these countries.
The head of NATO says this undermines all of our security and puts American and European soldiers at increased risk. A White House spokesman said encouraging invasions of our closest allies by murderous regimes is appalling and unhinged. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has shown the world what the Kremlin is capable of, prompting warnings Vladimir Putin will be emboldened by Trump's words.
Should he become president again, will make an already very difficult, very dangerous situation in Europe worse.
Thank you very much.
But Trump's supporters ate this up, and members of the Republican establishment quickly came to his defense.
He doesn't talk like a traditional politician. And we've already been through this now. You'd think people had figured it out by now.
And Katie, so far the response from Ottawa on this has been muted.
Yeah, if Canadian officials are concerned, they're holding back for now. A spokesperson for the defense minister simply reaffirmed Canada's commitment to NATO. The U.S. has long pressured Canada to increase its defense spending. President Barack Obama did it during a visit to Ottawa in 2016. He told Parliament the world needs more Canada, NATO needs more Canada. Far cry from Trump's pressure campaign, where he claims he'd encourage Russia to do whatever the hell it wants to these countries. Ian?
Katie Simpson is in Washington.